Good morning. It is currently 5:30 a.m. Woke up at the usual 4:25 today. Today I just wanted to discuss discipline and why it is so essential no matter who you are. If you want to be successful, discipline is a non-negotiable. If you don't have discipline, if you aren't able to put in work when you don't want to, then you're never going to reach your goals. And it's as simple as that. Success stems from consistently compiling your habits, your work, your goals every single day, putting in the work every single day. Every single day. Your feelings will fluctuate. Your feelings will go up and down. Some days you might feel more motivated than others. But regardless, you're still gonna have to put in the work. Because as soon as you miss once, you give in to that feeling. You give in to that feeling and you become complacent because your brain suddenly tricks you into realizing that you have a choice of not doing it. But your inner consciousness knows it's wrong, knows you're supposed to do that certain task. So just switch, whenever you don't feel like doing something, switch that sector of your brain off. You don't need it. Yeah, something might feel shitty in the moment, waking up at 4 a.m. To go for a run and do push-ups outside. It's gonna feel shit in the moment. It's gonna feel horrible, right? It's gonna feel like absolute trash, right? But as soon as I get out of my bed and started making my bed, things just get a little better. Not saying they're totally good, and I still don't want to do push-ups, I still don't want to run, I'm still sleepy. But at least I've gotten the ball rolling, if that makes sense. The ball is now officially rolling. Now I've gained some momentum. Like, the first thing I do is make my bed. That's already momentum right there. Now don't lose that momentum. Just keep going on to the next task. You gotta, as soon as you wake up, immediately just lock in, just tune in. No, you have to get something. No, you have to get work done. No, you have to get your purpose fulfilled. Because afterwards, after completing these tasks, you will usually feel fulfilled. You will be fulfilled. Whenever I get my tasks done, I feel extremely fulfilled. I feel extremely satisfied. I might have. But don't let that satisfaction make you complacent. Yeah, you might feel fulfilled, you might feel satisfied, whatever. Don't make that the breaker of you. Don't get complacent. No, you could have still gotten more work. No, you could have still done more work. No, you could have still done more and more and more. Each and every day, which I also wrote in my journal, you gotta make the most of your day. You gotta put in 100%. And that's literally 100%. It's your full capacity. What are you able to do? You gotta make the most of your days. I also wrote this down in my journal. Time won't come back. Make the most of it. The only way it's gonna come back is if you don't put the work in. Then it's gonna come back and eat you. So realize that you're sacrificing your current self for a better, more successful, and more fulfilled self in the future. And just remember, this is not just for yourself. Whenever I'm feeling demotivated, I think of my future family. What are they gonna be like? How are their lives gonna be like if I put in the work? How are their lives gonna be like if I don't put in the work? So, two sides to the same coin. Which is it gonna be? So just remember, whenever you don't feel like getting something done, remember, you're sacrificing your current self, you're sacrificing how trash you feel right now for a way more fulfilled and way more high frequency person in the future. You're sacrificing for your success. And a lot of people might not be where they want to be yet, and that's the reason why they might be demotivated. You gotta learn to fall in love with the process. Don't focus so much on the actual goal itself, because it's so far away. Let's be real. It's far away. There lies a lot of absolutely grueling work in between you and your goal. So if you're solely focused on your goal, you're gonna get overwhelmed and just give up. You gotta learn to fall in love with the process. You gotta learn to fall in love. Teach yourself to love pain. Become comfortable being uncomfortable. You understand? I hope you do. Because this shit doesn't come easy. There's a reason why so few people are successful, and why so many people are merely drifting through their lives, just existing. That's what I don't understand. How can you go your entire... You only get one shot at this life. You only get one shot. One singular shot at this life. So why the hell would you not try to make the absolute most of it? The absolute most. That's what I don't understand. How are you gonna basically just exist for 70 plus years without really doing anything? Nothing special. You're only gonna live once. And it's never gonna come back again. Never. Ever. You're born, you die. Nothing. That's it. And your life is so short compared with the entire existence of the universe. It's such a minuscule part of history. It's barely even noticeable. Why do you get caught up in what others say? Why do you get caught up in their opinions? We're all gonna fucking die. We're gonna die. The people that are hating on you, they're gonna die. They're gonna be reduced to ashes and dust. And their opinions are not gonna have any relevance whatsoever. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, whenever something is bothering you, whenever someone's hating on you, just learn to not give a fuck. I'm sorry for swearing, but really just don't give a fuck. Because there's a reason why they're so normal. And when people say or tell me, why can't you just be normal? Bro, I don't want to be normal, bro. Do you not understand? That's not my goal. Think I want to be like you? No. I don't want to be normal. Because that's just honestly, a sad life. A purposeless life. A meaningless life. You just plopped onto this earth for no reason. Are you serious? And that's another thing. When people set themselves these goals, or they don't really have a plan. They don't really have a daily a daily kind of purpose, if that makes sense, in order to work towards that goal every single day. And that's a process which I mentioned before that you gotta learn to infatuate yourself with. You just gotta fall in love with it. Because putting in excruciating work sometimes is gonna be inevitable. But just remember, when times get hard, when you're pressured, when you got 10 different assignments in school and you still gotta make your content, you still gotta do your fucking push-ups, run everything. Just remember, when you're pressured, see it as a good thing, because you will end out a better person on the other side. You're gonna end up a better person, because those things are like tests. Those are like challenges sent from God to test you, to see how much you really want it, to see how much you're actually willing to do to achieve your goal. So, again, this video was about discipline. Just remember, you're not always gonna feel like doing it. If let me think. You gotta train your mind to be able to endure pain. When you're feeling the lowest, you still gotta be able to pick yourself up and do the necessary work. The person who was born with talent, the riches, was born into riches, had talent, had friends from the start. You gotta be able to beat that person at their highest when you're at your lowest. That's how disciplined you gotta be. You gotta be able to just shut that inner bitch of a brain off. Tell him to shut up. Just shut the fuck up. Because your brain usually doesn't want the best. Your brain always seeks comfort. That's your brain's natural instinct. Because we've been so desensitized. We used to be cavemen. Running around on the African savannah. We had to hunt for food. We only got to rest once we actually deserved it, like really deserved it. Not just telling yourself, oh, I deserve to rest. I did a few I read a few pages, I deserve to rest. I went to the gym this morning, I deserve to rest. Let me just sleep. You gotta they did not sleep until they got food. You understand? That was their one and only purpose, was to survive, get food. But our modern society has become so desensitized. We've become so comfortable that our brains have been tricked into thinking, oh, we have achieved everything, we have accomplished everything, I don't need to work anymore. I have a nice bed, I have food, I don't need to do anything else, because, yeah, well, I already have what I need. I have food, I have a comfortable bed. They're making you complacent, you understand? And it's keeping you from where you want to be in life. So you gotta break that barrier. And making plans the night before, telling yourself affirmations in the mirror, is not actually doing the work. It might feel good in the moment the night before, writing down your plan, your cute little journal, 50 push-ups, cold shower, don't apologize. But as soon as you wake up in the morning, everything just goes to zero. Everything just crumbles. All the motivation you had from the night before, diminished. Gone to zero, nothing left. And you just don't want to do anything. The comfort of your bed is like sucking you in, trapping you. Literally trapping you. Literally stopping you from going out and chasing your purpose. The comfort is killing you. So that's where discipline comes in. You gotta be willing to jolt out of the bed no matter how you feel and get started. Because as soon as you jump out of the bed, you're gonna feel slightly more driven, slightly more. Now you've already set things going. Now, if you go back to bed after getting up, yeah, I mean, you really gotta really think to yourself, really rewire your brain, because you're lost. If you somehow, that used to be me, honestly. I used to get out of bed, turn my alarm off. I was literally walking, I was up, yeah, and I would go back to bed because I had no purpose, not an ounce of discipline. Because I was such a little bitch. I was a weak little weakling. I never experienced hardship. It was so unfathomable for me. It's just it's so out of my reach, so out of, I couldn't grasp it, you know? So discipline your mind. Discipline your mind. It's so extremely important. Every successful person you see, everyone with money, has an extreme level of discipline, an unwavering level of discipline. You can throw anything at them, and they will still work, no matter what. And I'm talking to you, the viewer, but I'm also talking to myself. I'm holding myself accountable by making these videos. And accountability is also a really crucial factor in terms of discipline. A really crucial factor. A lot of people think they can do this alone, but it's nearly impossible. Unless you're actually a superhuman. Doing this alone, for one, you don't have a community to share your thoughts and ideas with. But another thing is you have no one to hold you accountable for when you do fuck up. Because sometimes you do fuck up. You're a human being. You do fuck up. But that's not an excuse. You're not going to be perfect. But if you chase perfection, at least you'll be excellent. Whenever you fuck up, whenever you don't do what you set out for yourself, you gotta feel a sense of shame. Don't just let it slide. Feel a sense of shame and do better next time. And have your friends hold you accountable. Because you don't want to disappoint your friends, right? if they're on the same journey, holding you accountable, and you're holding them accountable, none of you want to disappoint each other, right? You don't want to let each other down because you made a promise to them, right? So regardless of how you feel, you gotta work, and work towards your goals. Consistency every single day. Consistency is a byproduct of discipline. And consistency is the key to success. So stay unbreakable, you guys. Stay unbreakable. Peace, and I'll see you guys in the next video.